What's up, everyone? Haven't put out a ton of videos lately. It's been kind of slow. Winter has actually been mild. We've had some nice weather. I've actually been running a bunch of deliveries with my hauling business. But today, what I'm getting into is putting some accessories on this 2019 Polaris Ranger 1000 XP Premium. So it's a little cold out. Right now we're about 20 degrees, not freezing cold, but it's warming up. It's supposed to be 40 the next couple days. We've got a few inches of snow, but jobs here continue, still cutting wood, splitting wood, and doing a bunch of things like that. But anyways, we got a windshield for Christmas, a windshield, a roof, a rear windshield. The doors are still going to be open, so it's still going to be a little cold inside. We might do something about that down the road, but the windshield's a big issue. Just driving around with no windshield makes the air so much colder. So I can deal with it, but my fiance doesn't like it too much. So I also got some lights. I got pillar lights that I'm going to be putting on. It's a double pod here on both A-pillars. And then I got a light bar for the front grille. So I don't know how I'm going to do the videos. It probably won't all be one. And I will put the link in the description below for the items that I'm installing. Pretty reasonable priced. We got everything. Some of the stuff's from like Super ATV, but we got all the items on either Amazon or eBay just to save shipping and probably a little bit cheaper. Alright, what we have here is the rear windshield for this Polaris Ranger 1000. It's XP Premium, and very simple installation, a little time consuming, but not bad. You have your brackets that are going to go on the bottom. There's 4 of them. There's a long bracket across the top. It matches up with all the holes. And then we put a seal around the outside of the window. Once you peel off this protective film on the windshield, which it's like what are they? Let me see. It's Lexan, so obviously not glass. And you're gonna put this seal around the outside. You'll have to cut it. So right here, you'll make a cut and just put this piece here, and then going around the corners, you'll make a V cut, so it is more pliable, takes out some of the gap. So pretty simple, it seems. This helps whenever it's warm. I might go take it over by the wood burner and let it heat up and get a little bit more pliable, because it's probably about 25 degrees in here, 30 degrees in here. I'm going to go ahead. I've already held it up to there. It fits. Yeah, the instructions are pretty good with this. If you want to take a quick look at them, they'll come with yours when you get it, but you'll see how the installation goes. This is from Super ATV. I believe I got it on eBay or Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. And it shows you how to cut the seal and where the seal goes, how to V-notch it, and all of that. So I'm going to peel off the protective covers, work on this cardboard, get the brackets all mounted up, and then we'll go ahead and then put it in place. So this rubber seal is kind of a pain in the butt. I'm putting it on. I was trying to cut it with this razor knife, but it has a metal band in there, so it's actually easier to cut the corners, notch the corners with dikes. Trying to keep like minimal fingerprints on here, but it's kind of hard. So I'm just peeling back the edges as I go around and using this dead blow mallet. That seats it really nice, because you're not just gonna push it on there. It's a pain, but if you use the dead blow, it seats pretty nice. It's not it's not hard, it's just kind of tedious. So like this right here, if you take and you just tap it on like that, it seats pretty easy doing that like that, and once it's all the way on there, it's pretty good. It stays, but you can see how it's got a nice straight edge. You have to kind of go over it a couple times with this mallet. You'll go over it once and it'll go like halfway on and go back, and you'll see it go all the way on. Here's another thing you should know. So this seal, the whole way around, the band doesn't run lengthwise. These metal bands, they're folded in there like a U shape, kind of like this. So you can grab these with the dikes and pull them out. You don't have to cut them. You can grab them with the dikes and pull them out. So they're in there like this. It doesn't run long ways. I thought that at first. But there's a whole bunch of these in there like this. So you can just grab them with the dikes and pull them out. Make your cut on the rubber and then fold it around on the corners. I'll show you how I do one of these cuts on the corner. It's not pretty. It'd actually probably be better to use tin snips because they're sharper and cut better than these dikes. But I just find that both ends of the corner and try to make a pie, or like a pizza triangle cut. So you'll see like this piece of metal sticking out, you can just grab it and you can just pull it out. You'll probably need to pull about 3 or 4 of them out. You probably only need to pull like 1 or 2 out, but I probably overdo it. There's one more in there. Try cutting. Pull that out. There you go. You got a little cut there. Then you can make the radius. Then with this one from Super ATV, you have these 2 Allen screws. This bracket, basically you put the screws through the Lexan, through the bracket, and these are just going to rest on the inside of the side-by-side, and then the top screws in. So basically, you unscrew these 2 knobs from the inside up top, and you can take the window out in about 2 minutes. So that part of it's pretty nice. I finally got this seal on. I'll tell you what, it stays. You don't have to worry about it coming off. It's a little bit of a chore to put on. Heat and that dead blow mallet really help. So these will go on the inside of the Ranger. I'll tighten these up. And then that top bar goes on and we'll be in business with this. So you can tighten these up with a number 4 Allen and a 10 millimeter on the nut side. Good luck finding that. Alright, so we have all the brackets installed now. You always want to tighten this style. Like if you're holding a screw, this is an Allen, you want to tighten the nut side, but you probably already know that. But if you don't, tighten the nut side with your socket and just hold the screw side with whatever head it is. So you don't strip it. You can torque it way easier just holding the screw head side and tightening the nut side with the socket. So with this strip, it's going to go right up here on the top, just like that. And we're going to run our bolts through from the back. And then, so this is the back side. The pad side goes towards the vehicle, of course, the round part. And this goes on the outside facing the rear. It's explained in the instructions. So you put your bolt through this way from back to inside, and then they give you nuts if you want to put nuts on so it's permanent, or they give you these quick release so you can unscrew these 2 knobs and take it off anytime you want. So I am going to put these knobs on and go that route for a quick, let's see. Cool. Seems pretty firm down at the bottom. And then we're gonna put this on with the roof nut on yet. It's nice because I can just stand up and reach inside. I'll put the roof on last for that reason. There's a washer that goes on the back. And then turning the knob on. That side started. Move over to this side. Hardware with the big washer. And that's the back window installed. It's ready to go. There's the rear window from Super ATV, and I will include where I got it in the description below. Fairly easy installation. The seal was a little time consuming, but it turned out well. It's just a little tedious. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And good luck with your machine.